Good morning and welcome back to Margin. This morning we're going to talk about how to sell your car. This is part 2 of a 2-part series, so let's jump right into it. So the second component comes down to platform. So platform has to do with the platform you choose to utilize in order to market and sell your vehicle. So you may opt for a more expensive package of a Car Gurus ad, an Auto Trader, or a Cars.com ad, and that may give you more photos, that may be giving you the opportunity to get it out to more people. But you may also look at just doing a basic $5 ad for Craigslist or one that's close to that for Car Gurus. You may also consider using a social platform that's free or something like a forum for that specific vehicle if there's a forum available for it. But you'll want to look at your options when it comes to a platform in a way to actually get your vehicle out there. So when it comes to the actual posting, you're going to want to go through the process of having that vehicle ready to go. And so the next component that we'll go into has to do with the presentation. But for now, it's important for you to actually build out a description that will show the pros and cons, realistically, honestly, in regards to the vehicle you're selling. So for example, we looked at a 2019 Ford F-150. It was a Lariat, and we used it as an example that's a 3-year-old vehicle when it comes to depreciation. So we're going to use that example again today, and I'm going to show you what I would include in the ad if I was building one out for that vehicle. So when it comes to that 2019 Ford F-150 that I'm using as an example, what you'll want to look at is first and foremost the condition of the vehicle, your make and model, and then also go into not only the options and the price, but also looking at any warranties and any pros and cons related to the vehicle. So for example, you may write something like this or along the lines of this. I have a clean title 2019 Ford F-150, Lariat Crew Cab 4-wheel drive. I am the only owner and have driven it 36,000 miles. It has been dealer maintained and I have all the keys, books, and records. It's still under the factory powertrain warranty. The dealer performed a multi-point inspection and I have installed a set of brand new tires. It has a Lariat package, so it has the premium sound system, moonroof, heated leather seats, tow package, and push button start. Title is in hand and ready for the new owner. The transaction will occur at my financial institution with either a cashier's check or wire. Feel free to reach out with any questions. I'm asking X amount. So you may go through a process of building out a listing like this that will give the key components of the vehicle that will also still allow for people to ask questions and express interest into getting further detail. You don't have to over-explain the vehicle. You don't have to go into large amounts of detail in regards to a rock chip or a curved wheel or something like that, but being realistic and being honest about those aspects that would come up if someone were to come see the vehicle. But going through this process will help you to show the vehicle in the best light possible while being realistic with the shortfalls of the vehicle. So when you're going through a ad and building up an ad for the vehicle, be mindful of the fact that you do not need to include personal information. Oftentimes people will include their address so that somebody can drive by and look at the vehicle or something like that. They may include their full name and other information, but just try to keep it limited on that, especially in a world where there's a great deal of risk in regards to identity crisis and so on and so forth. So going through the process of publishing your ad, just be mindful of the content that's in there that's necessary to be in that ad. So the third component comes down to presentation. Now, before you actually make that listing live, you're going to want to go through the process of presenting the vehicle properly. So you're going to want to go through the process of not only pulling together all those records, pulling together all the accessories and the add-ons that you decide to include with the vehicle, but also looking at what you need to do in order to recondition the vehicle so it's in the best condition for the next owner. So you may look at putting it through a car wash, getting a full detail on the vehicle to shampoo the rugs and clean and disinfect the vehicle, especially in this environment. But you'll want to present it in the best manner possible so that when you are going to meet someone or someone's going to come look at the vehicle, that it is prepared, is ready to go. You have all the documentation ready, you have the keys ready, you have the vehicle clean, and the ad speaks for itself when it comes to the photos you take and the level of detail you put into it. Now, this process shouldn't be overly it shouldn't be something that takes you a massive amount of time. It should be something that you literally go through these 3 steps in order to get it in the condition and get it prepared based on the documentation and accessories and everything else you need so that it's ready to present. So one thing to keep in mind is when you're going through the process of this transaction, you find a buyer, you know what the vehicle is worth, you negotiate, you decide which accessories you're going to include. The car is ready to go. It's clean and presentable. It's important for you to actually document, you to go through the process of getting copies of the title, getting copies of the bill of sale or the proof of transaction when it comes to a cashier's check or a wire transfer or something like that. You'll want to store that either electronically or physically so that you have a paper trail related to that transaction. So my call to action today comes down to applying these 3 P's, these 3 aspects to the sale of your vehicle so that you're making sure that you're putting your best foot forward so that you're getting top dollar for that vehicle when you go to sell it, so that you're mindful of making sure that not only are you getting top dollar for this vehicle, but then you are able to build margin into transferring that larger sale amount by selling it private party to your next vehicle. If this information is helpful to you, please do like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're reminded to come back on a daily basis and improve in managing your personal finances. Thank you for your time. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.